I'm going to be filling a keg with one of my home brews. The first step that I've got to do is sanitize the keg. Inside it I have some sanitizer, and I just need to run that through the lines of the keg to make sure that they're all clean, and then I'll put another sanitizer in to finish it off. After my fermenter finished, I put it in the fridge so that it would come down to a cooler temperature. And the reason I did that is that beer at 4 degrees accepts carbon dioxide better, so it carbonates up a lot better. So I'll just get this out and start off with. So I've got my keg that's got the sanitizer in it, and what I want to do is I want to blow the sanitizer through the line. We have an in and an out valve. Gas goes in, beer comes out. Connect the gas up. I've got my keg hooked up to my CO2. We've got a regulator that regulates the pressure coming out of the CO2 tank. The second gauge is the pressure that's in the keg, so that we can control how much pressure we put into the keg. We want to turn it on and put about 20 psi into it. Now we can just run the cleaner through the line so that everything's nice and clean. That's all finished up now. So now I'm just going to disconnect the keg, but before I disconnect the keg, I've got to turn the gas off and burp it so I can release all the pressure that's in there. After I did the sanitisation and the cleaning, I've rinsed it all out about 6 times with fresh water until it's all nice and clean. The last thing I'm going to do is put a no-rinse sterilizer in it. This is the final step, and I'll run that through the lines exactly the same way as I did with the sanitizer. This no rinse means that I can just pour it in, and once it's all finished coming out, it all oxidises itself, and then there's nothing left to rinse away. So it's really easy and really fast to do. So this is the no rinse, and I'm just clearing out the lines and also just blowing it through my syphon line as well. Just going to clean the lid of the keg as well. Give it a dip in the no rinse sanitizer. Same with the blow off valve as well. Just to make sure that there's nothing in there. I choose to siphon from the top of the fermenter so that any of the solids and proteins that are falling down to the bottom stay in the bottom, so I can remove as much of the solids as I can as possible. Now remember, this has been sitting for a couple of days in the fridge, so a lot of it's fallen down to the bottom anyway, so it's pretty settled. And I just keep lowering the tube in the fermenter. As the level goes down, I just keep on poking the tube down a little bit so it doesn't touch the bottom, so that I can get all the beer just off the top. Just going to put my cap back together again. I've finished putting all the beer in the keg. And we're done. Now we're just going to gas it up. Hooked up my lines, put the tap back in the fridge again. What I'm going to do now is just going to prime it. So turn the gas back on. I'm priming the keg with CO2. That is forcing carbon dioxide into the stout. Just going to clear the line of anything that was left inside it. Just need to purge the top of any oxygen after I filled it up with CO2 so that we've a couple of quick blasts just to get any oxygen out and replace it with CO2. And then we're all good to go.